Have you ever wondered what the real difference is between a speaker who just talks at a room and one who completely commands it? It's not about being some natural-born orator, I promise you. In this explainer, we're going to break down how to turn your own personal story into a speech that people actually remember. So let's start with that question, right? What is that secret ingredient? What separates a speech that's just fine from one that's truly great? It's really the difference between just giving people information and creating an actual experience for them. And the answer, it isn't some complicated technique you have to go learn. It's something you already have. Your own personal experiences, your authentic life story. That is your secret weapon. It creates a genuine connection that no amount of fancy slides or polish can ever replace. So let's get practical. In this little workshop, we're going to walk through 5 key steps. We'll talk about your speaking superpower, how to craft a hook that grabs them, why you need to start with the end, how to map your emotional journey, and finally, how to unlock the real power of your story. First up, your speaking superpower. I want to be super clear here. Using your personal story isn't just a nice little add-on. It is your single most effective tool. And here's why it works so well. I mean, think about it. When you're telling your own story, you're not performing. You're just being you. You're being authentic. And that authenticity is absolutely magnetic. It makes your message relatable, and it connects on a really deep human level. And you know the best part? You instantly become the expert on the topic, which unlocks this natural confidence that audiences can literally feel. Okay, on to our second step, crafting a powerful hook. You have maybe 10 seconds to convince an audience that you're worth listening to. Your opening line isn't just the beginning of your speech, it's a promise of what's to come. We call this a provocative hook. Your goal here is to just skip the usual, "Hi, my name is," and start with a bang. A statement or a question that just challenges what people expect and immediately makes them lean in and think, wait, what did they just say? You're sparking curiosity from word 1. Just picture this for a second. A speaker walks on stage and the very first words out of their mouth are, "They told me I was stupid." What happens in that room? Instant silence, right? Every single person is completely tuned in, waiting to hear the rest of that story. That is the incredible power of a provocative hook. So, where's the gold in your own story? Start digging for a moment that defies expectation. Was there some piece of common wisdom you had to unlearn, like the idea that boys don't cry? Or maybe there was a single shocking moment that just changed everything for you. That's your hook. All right, step 3. Now, this one might sound a little backward, but to build a really great speech, you have to start with the end. This is the step that makes the difference between a focused, powerful message and just a rambling collection of stories. Before you even think about what story you're going to tell, you have to answer this one critical question. When it's all over, what is the single idea or feeling or action you want your audience to leave with? You've got to know your destination before you can possibly map out the journey. The process is actually pretty simple. Figure out that one core takeaway first, and then work your way backwards. Treat it like a filter. For every single story or point you think about including, you have to ask yourself, does this directly support my final message? If the answer is no, you have to cut it. It's that ruthless focus that makes a speech so powerful. And now we get to the real heart of it all, your emotional arc. You see, facts and figures, they inform the brain, but emotion is what connects with the heart. This is how you create a real journey for your audience, not just another presentation. A great speech isn't just a list of events. It's about what it felt like to go through them. It's about your transformation. You need to show the audience your struggle, your moment of despair, and then the breakthrough. That journey is something everyone can connect with. This is all about the power of emotional contrast. You take your audience to that low point with you. You let them feel the weight of that rejection letter. And then, when you reveal the breakthrough, that moment you realized it was actually a gift, they feel that incredible emotional shift with you. And that is how you make an experience stick. And this quote, it really is the ultimate takeaway here. Your audience might forget a specific fact or a date you mentioned, but they will never, ever forget how you made them feel. That feeling is what makes your message last. Okay, let's pull all of this together into a really simple, actionable framework that you can start using right away to unlock the power in your own story. It really all boils down to these 3 things. The hook, grab their attention from the very first second. The goal,
Know your one key takeaway before you write a single word. And the heart, connect through the emotional highs and lows of your transformation.
Seriously, never underestimate the power of your own experiences. That's where all the magic is. And when you have the courage to share your story, you're not just stepping into your own power, you're giving everyone else permission to find the power in their stories too.
So, what story will you tell? Trust me, your audience is waiting to hear it.